of CMS High School Punnavely have endeavored to observe the various days of national and international importance which fall in the month of August, especially our Independence Day. We have attempted to do this through the songs rendered by our students, recitation of a few poems, and the highlight of our program, that is an imaginary interview with one of the greatest women freedom fighters, also known as the Nightingale of India, Sarojini Naidu. We thought of making this interview a little more interesting by turning it into an FM radio interview. After all, wouldn't it be interesting to know what Sarojini Naidu would like to tell us about our freedom struggle, her role as a woman leader, and about the current issues related to women? The interviewer is Emilia Anson of Standard 8, and Sarojini Naidu's voice will be Sneha Thompson of Standard 10. So come, let me take you to the imaginary FM studio set up by the students of CMS High School Punnavely. Listen and be enlightened. A very happy Independence Day to all.
Good morning, my dearest and sweetest listeners. Happy Independence Day to all of you. The sun has risen and brought with it a new day, radiating rays of hope, enthusiasm and positivity. Let's start this new day on a positive note. Welcome you all to Radio CMS, Pleasure Beyond Measure. This is your host RJ, Emilia Anson, with a special program, Be Positive. The month of August brings with it commemorations, observance and celebrations. Now, hold your breath, friends, cause today we have lots of surprises which will unfold before you throughout this program. As I was telling you, Hiroshima and Nagasaki days observed on August 6th and 9th respectively kindle the anti-war spirit in us and remind us that we need love and peace to heal this world. This COVID-19 pandemic has indeed taught us many valuable lessons of life, hasn't it? Every life is precious and health and police departments are joining hard to save lives. So, let's take this opportunity to salute the brave Corona warriors who are battling this pandemic day in and day out. Here is a song, a classic song of peace, love and brotherhood titled Imagine by John Lennon. This song was sung by one of our students, Angel and Reggie, in 2019. This is dedicated to our health and police staff. The song. Sit back and listen. I shall be right back after the song.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. You imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one.
Welcome back to FM Radio CMS Punnavely. Pleasure beyond measure. Don't you want to know what the surprises are? Okay, I won't keep you waiting any longer. Now, we are going to unpack the box of surprises for you. Here is the biggest one. Quit India Day and Independence Day are the occasions we commemorate every year to remember with gratitude the sacrifices made by our great freedom fighters. In connection with this year's Independence Day celebration, it is our privilege and good fortune to have with us the Nightingale of India, Srimati Sarojini Naidu. As you all know, she was famous as a freedom fighter, poet, orator, politician, administrator, and a pioneer of women's rights. A hearty welcome, ma'am, to our program. Be positive.
Thank you.
Pleasure beyond measure. Indians across the world would love to listen to your valuable words. We know that your contribution to our freedom struggle is really great. Your poems and speeches awaken nationalism among Indians, especially the youth. Even today, when we read your poems, there's a rush of patriotism in our bloodstream. Ma'am, would you be kind enough to answer a few questions on this occasion?
Oh, yes. Thank you, dear, for your generous words. I appreciate your thoughtfulness. Let me add that back in our days, we did not have this experience of going live on FM radio. Now, let me ask you something. When you grow up, would you think of becoming a radio jockey? I mean, taking it as a career option?
Yes, ma'am. I would love to if I get a chance.
That is really bold of you.
Thank you, ma'am. That was truly encouraging. Now, may I ask my first question?
Oh, yes. Why not?
Could you share your memories of freedom struggle with us?
Oh, I would love to. Well, in those days, all my fellow Indians, young and old, shared one common dream, that was to win independence for our nation. Everyone, you see, was possessed by the spirit of freedom, and we were ready to sacrifice everything, even our lives, just to become free. We were led by Mahatma Gandhi and other leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Patel, Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and others. Some among us were extremists and believed in using any means, even violence, to achieve the end, like Chandrasekhar Azad and Bhagat Singh. But most of us adopted non-violent means of satyagraha, which was taught to us by Gandhiji. We launched the non-cooperation movement, Swadeshi movement, Salt Satyagraha, and Quit India movement. During the Quit India movement, I was imprisoned for almost 21 months. Finally, the British had to give in and we got liberty.
How did you feel? I mean, what was your reaction when India became a free nation?
Oh, that was a dream come true. I was overwhelmed and ecstatic. It was a culmination of a long battle that went on for centuries. We got back our nation from the control of the British. That moment, as Pandit Nehru says in his speech, when we made a tryst with destiny, cannot be described in words.
Ma'am, you must have had many dreams about a free India. What were your dreams for your motherland when you took part in the freedom struggle?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, like any other Indian, I too had a dream for my nation when it became free. Let me tell you, it was a beautiful dream. I wanted love, peace, and truth to reign in my nation. I think I have expressed this in one of my poems.
If I'm not wrong, that poem is Song of a Dream?
Yes, you are right.
Ma'am, we have a surprise for you. One of our students, Tirtha Venu of Standard 10, will now recite the poem. Let's listen to it and then come back, shall we?
Oh yes.
Song of a Dream by Sarojini Naidu. Once in the dream of a night I stood, lone in the light of a magical wood, soul deep in visions that poppy-like sprang, and spirits of truth were the birds that sang, and spirits of love were the stars that glowed, and spirits of peace were the streams that flowed, in that magical wood, in the land of sleep. Lone in the light of the magical glow, I felt the stars of the spirits of love gather and gleam round my delicate youth, and I heard the song of the spirits of truth. To quench my longing, I bend me low by the streams of the spirits of peace that flow in that magical wood in the land of sleep.
Welcome back to FM Radio CMS Punnavely. Pleasure beyond measure. Ma'am, did you like that recitation?
Oh, that was lovely. Actually, I became nostalgic for a moment. I reminisced the good old days when I penned this poem.
Now, coming to your personal life, your education, birthplace, family, achievements, etc. We would love to hear from you about those aspects of your life.
Sure, I was born in a Bengali family in Hyderabad as Sarojini Chattopadhyay on 13th February 1879. I was educated in Madras, London, and Cambridge. I was drawn to the Indian National Congress and soon became a part of the Indian nationalist movement and the follower of Mahatma Gandhi and his idea of Swaraj. I was married to Govindarajalu Naidu and had 5 children. Well, speaking of my achievement, I wrote in English and my notable works include Golden Threshold and in the bazaars of Hyderabad. I was appointed as the president of the Indian National Congress in 1925 and later became the governor of the United Provinces or Uttar Pradesh as it is now known in 1947. You see, I became the first woman to hold the office of a governor in the Dominion of India.
Oh, your achievements are indeed great. Ma'am, if I may ask you, who inspired you to become a poet?
My mother, Bharata Sundari Devi, used to write poems in Bengali, and that was an inspiration in my childhood. The struggles of my compatriots to win freedom also motivated me.
Ma'am, you have written beautiful verses about commoners. What inspired you to do so?
Yes, you are right. You see, most of my poems are about the marginalized sections of the society because I feel they are the life and soul of our nation. Don't you think we survive because we have farmers and fishers to feed us and weavers to clothe us? So I feel fortunate and privileged to write about them.
Ma'am, shall we now hear your poems, Coromandel Fishes, which is one such poem about the Indian fisher folk. It will be recited by Anne Susan Jacob of Standard 10.
Sure.
Coromandel Fishes by Sarojini Naidu. Rise, brothers, rise. The weakling skies praise to the morning light. The wind lies asleep in the arms of the dawn, like a child that has cried all night. Come, let us gather our nets from the shore and set our catamarans free to capture the leaping wealth of the tide. for we are the kings of the sea. No longer delay, let us hasten away in the track of the seagull's call. The sea is our mother, the cloud is our brother, the waves are our comrades all. While though we toss at the fall of the sun, where the hand of the sea god drives, he who holds the storms by the hair will hide in his breast our lives. Sweet is the shade of the coconut glade and the scent of the mango grove, and sweet are the sands at the full of the moon with the sound of the voices we love. But sweeter, O brothers, the kiss of the spray and the dance of the wild foam's glee. Row, brothers, row to the edge of the verge where the low sky mates with the sea.
Welcome back to FM Radio CMS Punnavely. Pleasure beyond measure.
Thank you for giving me a pleasant experience.
Have you written poems for children?
Of course, poems like Village Song and Queen's Rival are a few of my poems for children. I love children. They are the future of our nation.
Ma'am, I would like to add at this point that as a child, I would like to recite a poem, Queen's Rival. I still remember the poem very well. Can I have the honor to recite it before you?
I would love to hear your recitation.
Queen Gulna sat on her ivory bed. Around her, countless treasures were spread. Her chamber walls were richly inlaid with agate, porphyry, onyx, and jade. The tissues that veil her delicate breast, clad with the hues of a love-wing's crest. But still she gazed in her mirror and sighed, "O king, my heart is unsatisfied." King Feroz bent from his ebony seat. "Is thy least desire unfulfilled, O sweet? Let thou my speak, and my life be spent to clear the sky of thy discontent. I tire of my beauty, I tire of this empty splendor and shadowless bliss, with none to envy and none to gainsay. No savor or salt hath my dream, O day." Queen Gulna sighed like a murmuring rose. "Give me a rival, O King Feroz." King Feroz spoke to his chief vizier. "Lawyer, tomorrow's dawn be here. Send forth my messengers over the sea." Queen Gulna sat on her ivory bed, decking with jewels her exquisite head, and still she gazed in her mirror and sighed, "O king, my heart is unsatisfied." Queen Gulna's daughter, 2 springtimes old, in blue robes bordered with tassels of gold, ran to her knee like a wildwood fay and plucked from her hand the mirror away. Quickly she set on her own light curls, her mother's filled with fringes of pearls. Quickly she turned with its child's caprice and pressed on the mirror a swift, glad kiss. Queen Gulna laughed like a tremulous rose. "Here is my rival, O King Feroz." Welcome back to FM Radio CMS Punnavely. Pleasure beyond measure. What made Mahatma Gandhi bestow the sobriquet of Bharat Kogila, or Nightingale of India, upon you?
Well, I'm so lucky to have worked with Mahatma Ji. He was, in fact, a source of inspiration for me. He loved the color, imagery, and lyrical beauty of my poetry, and he always encouraged me to write more and more poems about my motherland.
Ma'am, you are a proponent of civil rights and women's emancipation. What is your opinion about the state of women in India?
Well, looking at the current state of affairs, I feel that women have always been birds, caged by superstitions and false beliefs. Even today, though you talk of women empowerment and celebrate my birthday as National Women's Day. I don't see much improvement in women's conditions, though some are fortunate enough to break the glass ceiling. There are many unfortunate women, especially in the rural areas, who are suffering abuse and exploitation. They can't even think of gender equality. What a shame that in a fully literate state like Kerala too, the social evil of dowry still raises its ugly head. When sati and child marriage were abolished in India, I was relieved that women had finally become free and would not have to suffer anymore. But unfortunately, looking at the current state of women, I feel so upset. I feel our nation still has a long way to go as far as women's emancipation is concerned.
Finally, what is the message for the youth of India on this Independence Day?
I think Youth Day was celebrated on August 12th, so let me first convey my best wishes to the youth. I would like to exhort the young Indians to cherish the freedom which we have won after a long struggle. Please do not misuse the freedom your forefathers earned for you by sacrificing their lives. Work hard with determination and perseverance. Overcome all the challenges and take your country forward so that people of our generation can rest in peace, thinking that our nation is in safe hands. Use your energy positively and channelize it for the development and glory of India. Remember, united we stand, divided we fall. Hold each other's hands and let love, truth, and peace prevail in our nation. I'm sure that all the blessings will be showered upon you from heaven if you work together with truth, love, and peace. Let me tell you one thing. You are all capable of doing wonders for our nation. May God bless you all.
Ma'am, it was a pleasure and an honor talking to you. You have shed light on various subjects that concern India and Indians. I express my sincere gratitude to you for being here with us today in this program. Hope you enjoyed being here as much as we did having you with us. I'm sure that the listeners of this program have been enriched and enlightened by your precious words.
Thank you, Emilia, for inviting me here. It was a great experience for me too. I also know that Malayalis around the globe will be celebrating Onam this month. So, wish you all a very happy Onam and a happy Independence Day too. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
Okay friends, let me wind up this program. Be positive with the beautiful song about uniting to help the needy. This song of Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie was sung by the students of CMS High School, Punnavely a few years back. Enjoy the song.
We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. This immortal song reminds us how important children are in making this world a better place for all. We, the students of CMS High School, Punnavely, are delighted to render this song, composed by Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie. Now, lend your ears to We Are the World, We Are the Children. There comes a time when we hear the certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying, and it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We can
You know love is all we need.
We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a better day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day. Just you and me. Send them your heart, so they know that someone cares, and the life will be stronger and free, as God has shown us by turning stone to bread. So we all must lend a helping hand. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a better day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day. Just you and me.
When you're down and out, there seems a hope at all. But if you just believe, there's nowhere we can fall.
Let's realize that a change can only come when we stand together as one. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a better day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day. Just you and me. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a better day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day. Just you and me. We are the world. We are the children. We are the children. We are the ones who make a better day. So let's start giving. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day. Just you and me. We are the world. We are the children. We are the children. We are the ones who make a better day. So let's start giving. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day. Just you and me.
FM radio CMS Punnavely. Pleasure beyond measure. Be proud to be an Indian and let India be proud of you. With this message on the 75th Independence Day, this is Emily Ansam signing off from FM radio CMS. Wishing you all a very happy Independence Day. Bye and have a nice day.